Yeah, what is happening to France? It's gone through so many struggles over the years, occupation and so on, and come out of all these great challenges, I think a bigger and a better country. And many people talk about the Islamic minority in France and how it's changing that nation. There are some people in denial, but there are so many now who do write about this, and they're deeply worried. And just recently we had an incident. Well, let's talk to someone who is there. Joining us by Skype from Paris is Alain Wagner, chairman of International Civil Liberties Alliance. Welcome to you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, what happened? There's a law in France about the wearing of the burqa, I understand, and there was a challenge to this on the street?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we have a small minority of Muslims who are openly challenging this law just because they consider this law don't apply to them because they have the right to live as they wish, yes, and follow the Sharia rules they want to, now, whatever we can say.
Right, now the law prevents the wearing of what? Is it the full covering or the hijab? What is not allowed in public?
The covering of the face. The total covering of the face, that's not exactly the burqa. The burqa is not wear in France. It's a niqab, which covers almost all the face, and you only see the eyes. And this is forbidden in France. You have to have your face clearly visible.
Right. So a scarf covering around the head is allowed, and that's relatively common, but the full covering is not?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Right. So what happened here? The police tried to prevent or arrest, and they were physically attacked?
Yes, absolutely. It's an absolutely shocking event. It was in the town of Marseille, which is in the south of France, which there is a huge, it's more minority in some parts of Marseille. It's like something like 70%. I didn't say 17, 70% of the population is now North African and mostly Muslim. And during the night of Monday and Wednesday last week, we are in Ramadan now, and young woman, she was 18, was caught by the police in the street wearing a full niqab. That is clearly transgressing the law. So they tried to make an identity check, and she immediately began to make a scene about that, and shouting, and something like 50 persons came then and started a riot and beaten up the police officers. 3 of them were wounded. Finally, they were arrested. And the most shocking is now, because those people were arrested, and then the representatives of justice in Marseille, a kind of public prosecutor department, called the police station and say, you need to free them now, because it will be a measure of appeasement toward Muslims, because we are in Ramadan. It's an absolutely shocking idea. It's a shocking idea.
But the law, and it's not an extreme law, the head can be covered. This is a law about identification. It doesn't just apply to Muslims, it applies to everyone, but let's be realistic here. It really is about Islam, I suppose. It's not required under Islam. Modesty is required, and that's fine. This is going further than that. So the French police are being told in a French city, you can't enforce the French law.
Yes, and not only that, but police officers have been wounded by those people, and they were released from custody on a phone call from an official state representative of justice in Marseille. That's more than only breaching the law about the face covering. It's much more important. That is, now the justice official in France recognized that there is a threat about Muslim population, and especially during Ramadan. And that is, even if you beat up 3 police officers, you are not arrested because you are Muslims, and we must accuse them. It's absolutely shocking for France, because we were, up to now, we were a secular country, and we had a secular justice. It's no more.
I'm stunned, really. The idea that you can beat up police officers and then just be released because of political pressure. France is a place for I understand the number of North Africans, the colonial history of the country. Welcome to live where you want to live, but you have to observe the laws. You don't have to assimilate, have your own religion, but the law is for everyone. And one of the great triumphs of the West has been the law applies to all people, male, female, black, white, any religion, any sexuality, equality under the law. Not in France anymore.
No more in France. No more in France.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, that's why I said it was an absolutely shocking event. Yeah. Really shocking. No more in France. Yeah, we are getting out of the rule of law. We have now two sets of law, one for usual citizens and one for Muslims.
We will get back to you on this in a few weeks and see what develops. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.